Tory Lanez and his lawyer has launched a website. Yes, a website.
Except for Harlem Nights, we've never seen anybody get shot in their pinky toe and be completely all right.
There's a lot of people who are interested in this case, and I wonder why. Is this really a miscarriage of justice?
If this is a miscarriage of justice, then we need to hold the appropriate people accountable. He technically, by all accounts, got out to help Meg.
I don't know if it's going to help Tory Lanez because he's a felon. If he fired a gun in any direction, that's going to be a problem for him.
I stand with Tory, I think.
So I will do a confession now, and I did a POV with S&M, and in my POV, I did touch on Tory Lanez and my opinion of this ongoing case that continues to drop new gems all of a sudden. And so I would just like to provide a really quick update in regards to where we are now. So apparently, Tory Lanez and his lawyer has launched a website. Yes, a website. It's called 36hourslater.com. In case you haven't seen it yet. So with that being said, everything, they basically just dumped audio tapes, so-called witness statements and everything onto this website to further prove that Tory is innocent. He did not shoot Meg in the foot. Even after she called him a demon last week, he said he didn't do it. Now, I will note there's two different versions on the storyline, and that's either A, Kelsey shot, and there's witnesses to state that Kelsey was the one who shot, well, one witness, and then another witness that's like, well, I don't know. But the one witness was like, she told her husband that he did it, so that she did it. And then there's another story where Megan stepped on glass and it's actually glass shards that was in her foot and so forth. But I would love to get you guys' opinion on the latest and greatest in the Tory Lanez.
Honestly, there's nothing new here because I've been saying for the longest time the whole thing sounded fishy to me. First off, except for Harlem Nights, we've never seen anybody get shot in their pinky toe and be completely all right. So I was a little shocked that Meg got caught with a whole bullet in her pinky toe and still had a pinky toe to talk about. It just seems odd to me. Like, I've seen the size of bullets. I don't know if you're busting 22s, but if it was anything bigger than a 22, I don't see it. So the glass thing kind of makes sense. I think that what they're doing right now is, I don't know if legally it has any weight, but I do think that Meg has been able to like position herself off of this and kind of make, oh, she's standing up and she's this, she's that. She had been able to turn this into capital. And I think in some sense, this may be ill-gotten social gain in a sense. You know what I mean? Like, we had some sympathy for somebody that maybe doesn't deserve the sympathy for a few reasons. I mean, Kelsey's married and she's fighting over this other dude. It's a lot of mess. It's a whole lot of mess. And I honestly feel like if we were their auntie or their cousin or somebody, we'd be like, you over there acting up and you deserve half of what you got. And that's I kind of feel about the whole group of them. So it's good that more stuff is coming out. I don't know if it's going to help Tory Lanez because he's a felon. If he fired a gun in any direction, that's going to be a problem for him. As far as public opinion, half the people don't like Meg anyway. And I'm ambivalent, but I hope it all comes out in the sense that I hope that the man isn't besmirched any more than he already is. I mean, he's already taken some stab wounds and stuff. I mean, at least give him the right to clear his name. That's all I'm saying. Let him clear the air if he can.
There are some cases that come along where it's like perfect in the sense of giving us as men an opportunity to stand for Black women, to protect Black women, right? Because I hear this cry all the time. And this case comes along and it's like, this is perfect for us as Black men to say, we stand with Meg, right? You know what I'm saying? As a Black woman, because sometimes I remember early on talking about this case, it was difficult because it was like anybody who said anything on the other side, it made it seem like we were not standing with victims, no matter how small the pinky toe might have been. You know what I'm saying? And I just think this case is just not one of those cases. You know what I'm saying? This is, the irony here, y'all, is that if by some account, Tory Lanez, and I said this before, was trying to defend Meg, right? To diffuse a situation between two volatile women who were engaged in sharing the same peen and bottle of tequila, right? And so when we talk about protecting Black women, I remember one of the things that came out that I saw was them supposedly sitting on the curb when the police came. And I remember hearing Tory refer to Megan as his girlfriend. And I went back and I thought to myself, what was his frame of mind at the time? Yes, he was fucking Kelsey, but she was Kelsey, right? The main priority fuck here is Meg. right? That's his girlfriend. That's the one he's going to claim when the popos come, right? So when people talk about protecting, he, in his mind, was like, yo, that's my girl right there. Yeah, we beefing. Yeah, she was cop blocking. That's what girls do, right? And then Chelsea, is it Kelsey? Kelsey's out here wilding. And so now I got to protect Meg against Kelsey because I was the one who fucked Kelsey on the side, even though low key, I was really trying to get down with Meg for real, for real. So I understand the irony of the situation. And so I say all this to say that this case in particular is weird because there's so much interest. I see Amber Rose. I see her on different shows, the governor, Gavin Newsom, the chick from Florida. There's a lot of people who are interested in this case. And I wonder why. Is this really a miscarriage of justice? And the irony again being that this Black man was protecting a Black woman. It's just hard to, I mean, I don't even know where we go from here, you know? So I hope that justice is carried forth. But it seems like there's a miscarriage of justice as where things currently stand. Back to you, S&M.
It's the back to you, Ashley. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
You took me for a little loop.
Yeah, you weren't ready. I wasn't ready
You
either.
took me
It's
for a
okay.
loop.
It's okay.
So the additional details was basically that Kelsey was fighting Meg. They called it a cat fight. Everybody on scene called it a cat fight. And that he actually, she fired 3 shots. He got out the vehicle and grabbed the gun, and 2 more additional shots went out. That part has always been in play, so to speak, as far as this. And so apparently the witness did testify initially, and I guess they disregarded what this particular witness testified and still found him guilty. And so if that's the case and he's starting to do all this, I'm going to call it a court of public opinion, of course, because that's the whole purpose of launching the website. I don't know if he's trying to get the jury, like taint the jury, if he gets a retrial or whatnot, or on his appeal or whatever it may be. But I say if this is a miscarriage of justice, then we need to hold the appropriate people accountable, because at the end of the day, even though he probably will still have done some time because of the fact that he was a felon with a gun, he technically, by all accounts, got out to help Meg. So this may be a miscarriage of justice. And if so, I look forward to all the facts coming out, and preferably not in this website version of facts, but back in the court of law where it actually matters, because the website doesn't matter. And even if the jury pool is tainted, there's a possibility that actually will work against him. But that's just my thoughts.
Listen, if it comes out that Tory was innocent this entire time, I need all Black women to stand in formation behind Beyonce to support this brother, okay? Because y'all have to be accountable in that moment and appreciate the fact that a Black man was trying to protect y'all. Come on, man. I stand with Tory, I think.